Hello everyone, good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, or good night. Today we're going to be opening this. It is Parfums de Marly's Kuhuyan. And that's the writing on the back, same writing. Nothing talking about the fragrance or anything. There's like the ingredients list. So we've got this box, Kuhuyan. I paid 150 English pounds, which I thought was quite a good deal actually, of a online retailer, makeup.com or .co. Their warehouse is based in Poland, and however the business is based in the UK. So I just bought this because it was 150 and I didn't know whether I'd get stung with an import and VAT charge, so I just thought I'd try it out with this one that's relatively cheap before purchasing any others, because they are very reasonable for fragrances. It's quite a good start. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, though. As anyone, I imagine, we all like a bargain, especially when it comes to collecting fragrances, because some are very expensive. You know what I mean? And yeah, as you can see, we've got a lot. I was going to say special guest appearance, but it seems to be in every other video now. Regular guest appearance from the cat. Parfums de Marly, don't know much about this. It is a blind buy, and I've bought a lot of PDMs. Generally, haven't been disappointed yet. Hoping this one doesn't disappoint. In fact, I haven't been disappointed by any blind buy PDM myself personally. I'm not recommending blind buy at all by any long stretch of the imagination because of the cost involved. However, as I've shared many times, generally I suspect whatever it is you buy through PDM, it will be quality, though not suitable for all occasions. Yeah, so we'll open this anyway and get into it, and hopefully the cat may get bored, and apologies about that. The cat knocked the gimbal. We'll continue the opening, and as usual, it's not a ceremonious opening. It's a rapid rip it off and recycle the wrapper. So there it is, lovely shiny black box. Yeah, apologies again. the cat and the gimbal. I'm blaming the cat anyway. Come on, mate. Yeah, that's the box. That's it, Kuhuyan. Oh, that's the bottle. Lovely black onyx looking bottle there. I do like those bottles actually. Very, very distinct. There's a few black bottles. I think Nishan's black, Akista's black, I believe Rougeon maybe black, and gold. Very regal. Is it? Oh no, an easy lift off. This is not like other previous ones. Like really take a lot of strength to rip off. So that's it there. Just had to go and weigh the weight of it to just be assured of what a full bottle of PDM weighs. Brand new. So let's have a spray. Right, there's a lot of sprays there. I lost count. 6, 7 maybe. Okay. So blind buy, straight in, opening. A little leaflet here. A lot of these leaflets are so finely written. Even with my glasses, that's difficult to read. I'm not even going to try, but it says something in there, obviously. Yeah, we'll put that in there. Took that away. So, opening. Very watery opening, to be fair. For some reason I was expecting a real boosh, like something like an assault, something like a Carlisle or a Leighton, where it just immediately assaults these senses. The immediate feeling I got was watery. It's definitely more subdued than other PDM fragrances. It's not as pronounced. It's not as in your face. It's more of a like settle, a warmth, a sort of cocooning. Don't feel like a projector. And definitely unique. There's an emphasis on certain accords here. There's a lot going off. There's a chemistry happening. The opening feels, how can I put it, like, let's say like gases in a star cluster formation. They're just whirling around, trying to find a way until they connect and start to form. That's pretty much what this opening is like. There's a lot vying for attention out of those accords that are involved in this. And I'm imagining, maybe mistakenly, I'm getting the sense that when these settle down, they'll want to really be able to distinguish what they are. It's an odd one. It's not, when I say an odd, it's not unpleasant. I think my initial thoughts is like similar to Godolphin. Godolphin's pretty linear. It's got a fruity opening and a leathery background. Once the fruity opening's gone, the leather is just, that's what you're smelling, just leather. And that is fantastic for biking, particularly if you're biking in leathers. It really complements that. Ideal for biking. This feels like a biking fragrance, this. It's not clubbing. I guess you could pull it off at a club. Any fragrance can be pulled off, really. Truth be told, in any given situation. Well, actually, I take that back. Just a few sprung to mind, and yeah. Though a lot of fragrance can be used in certainly most situations. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of leather with this. Let's have a look anyway on Fragrantica, that source of knowledge in the fragrance world. Main accords, yep. Leather, animalic, vanilla, amber, ozonic, powdery, aquatic, oud, almond, white floral. Yeah, that aquatic is what really hit me, actually. It immediately watery, to the point where I thought, is this a watered down fragrance? Is this diluted? Probably not. It's just the opening. Top notes are violet leaf, jasmine. Middle notes are leather and heliotrope. Base notes are ambergris, Agarwood, oud, and Tonka bean. Trended pretty well in 2019. Dropped off a bit to 2022. So is this winning an award, is it? Best in Show Heliotrope 2018. What I'm being left with at the moment, as this is occurring, is it's settling to a powderiness. A leather powderiness with a slight floral. Fresh floral, actually. I love powdery fragrances, I really do. I like the way they feel. Prada Black, to me, that has niche quality vibes to it. Prada Black, for me, the powderiness and the longevity of that's like and it still holds its fragrance from the opening to the end. So I'm noticing with this, there's no pros and cons, unfortunately. We'll do a few comments. I'll keep this one short. Went from meh to giving it a good trial. Now I can't get enough of it. Very relaxing floral leather, absolutely great, and lasts easy 8 hours close to the skin. One I wear for me, 9 out of 10. For me, this is only slightly aromatic. Don't know what people online are talking about. I smell a bit of leather, but mostly vanilla and flowers. It's kind of fresh also. It's a nice fragrance that I'm happy to have in my collection. Well, I can smell the leather, and that is being replaced by the floral powdery. It's almost like the leather's taking a back seat. Like, it's almost as if that was like the opening, and a very strong opening, and it's taking a back seat to be replaced by the floral, definitely. Mina's saying, this is very unique leather fragrance. It's aromatic, almond leather with vanilla all the time in the background. You can sense the fine quality used in such fragrance. Performance and projection are easily above average. It might be challenging for some people because it's quite an aromatic tone in it. I don't know what aromatic means, actually. So I don't know what smell aromatic is. I'm smelling a lot of floral, not getting vanilla. This is very unique, feels like a mix of Sieur de Boucher and Dior Fahrenheit. Aromatic note is strong, and it definitely would not be everybody's cup of tea. Texture resembles Godolphin. Yeah, that's what I felt. Godolphin initially, though this is more powdery than Godolphin, definitely. Yeah, this is wearable. Floral. Do you know, this is deceiving actually, because it's changed from being that flipping biker fragrance to an actual easy casual fragrance easily. I could see this on a veranda somewhere eating al fresco tapas. Not that I do that, though, not on a regular basis anyway. Though, yeah, could easily pull it off. And I imagine a nice warm weather for this. I like this. It's pretty much a softer via heliotrope version of Fahrenheit with the leather mixed on top of it. The Jasmine in this is not heavy-handed like it is in Pegasus. Rather synthetic feeling, I'd say, but it works. If this was a third of the price PDM wants for it, I'd buy it. Not to take away this person's view, because it's an opinion, and absolutely everyone's entitled to it. I don't get Fahrenheit off this. Fahrenheit is so distinctive. Fahrenheit is next level. As soon as anyone wears Fahrenheit, one knows they're wearing Fahrenheit. This, to me, I don't even see a similarity or smell a similarity. The thing about the price, this is where I disagree. If it was a third of the price, well, I paid $150 for that. Now, okay, you go to PDM. I don't even know if they do sell this anymore. I imagine it's probably £220 English pounds. Now, a third of that. Sorry, my maths. I'm sure many of you worked it out ages ago. Let's say £75. Yeah, that to me, you're only willing to pay £75 for that. That you are only willing to pay £75 for that. Now, why I disagree is because other than that aquatic note when it opened, which felt watery and diluted, which I now understand that's part of this fragrance. If it had stayed at that dilution, maybe there's the case to be made for only a third of the price if it had stayed at that dilution. Now, with that being the opening and that dissipated and settling in to the dry down, it's completely evident that this is one heck of a quality fragrance, without a shadow of a doubt. This has got so much refinement involved in it that, to me, it really justifies the price that they're asking for it. There is just so much happening that it has to go through its chemical process then to settle, and it's still not fully settled. And I'm in keen excitement, anticipation for checking in with this in a couple of hours' time, because I don't feel I'm going to be disappointed. Collecting fragrances seriously for a year or two, even though I've always had an interest in them, or I like smells. This is a valuable one to my collection, without a shadow of a doubt, and it's going to get some use. 100%, it's getting some serious usage. Upon release, to pay the $220 for that, I would have just done that. Like any new Parfums de Marly released now, they could command the price, and I believe most fragrance collectors, connoisseurs, would pay that initial price. I would. If a new one come on the market now, yes, obviously I'd shop around, see if there is any. As I say, we all like a bargain and try and get it cheaper. Though I wouldn't be off put by paying retail for a brand new PDM release, generally, whatever it was, because I think, with the exception of Sedley, most of them are just really strong, great performers. And I think even then they reformulated, sadly, so to make it a performer, because they listen to the consumer. And I like that. I like people that okay, they've gone out, took a chance, it hasn't worked out, gone back to drawing board, having listened to what hasn't worked out, and then addressed it. You know, that's you know, it's a great lesson for anyone in life. You know, if we're not able to be successful, or we err in our behaviours or life, that we go away, we reevaluate, we look at it, and then address what's needed to be changed, and have the courage to do that. I think it's that's growth, that's maturity, that being human. Yeah. Yeah, I think one suffers when one doesn't do that. Right, so let's have a few more. Let's have a vexed romance. Let's see what they're saying. Kuhuyan is one of the worst of fragrances I've sampled from this house. The opening boasts a heady, pungent Arabian-esque aroma that can be described as slightly resinous, woody, spicy presence with something of an animalic, floral overtone to it, such as a female fragrance with a masculine lean-to. Great style to centre around for a top-shelf fragrance, but very poor execution here, as this is majorly unenjoyable as an obvious parody. Daughter's Dead Horse stinks lightly out all that investment. Okay. Daughter's Dead Horse. Well, there's an image to conjure. What is it saying? It smells like one's daughter's dead horse. This does not smell like daughter's dead horse. No, definitely not. Not unless your daughter's dead or smells like a masterpiece. There's still so much going off. It's still settling down. It stinks lightly. Okay, even then, the whiff I got florals. That I imagine these florals travel well. The other aspects, the leathery side, the resinous side, the oud, they're not going to project on this. They're going to cling very close for the wearer to experience. Though the florals are emanating strong. Leather, animalic, and white flowers I like much, but the longevity is no good, 4 to 5 hours. Okay, I have not found a scent of the Maison Parfums de Marly that make me scream to masterpiece. They're all well groomed, have good ingredients, but they resemble one another. Even Kuhuyan is nice, but I would not spend so much money. I agree. I do feel there is a running theme through PDM. Yeah, there is. Quite a lot of them are linked to one another. It's almost like a continuation or a sequel to a film. My suspicions around that is because they're probably using very similar or the same ingredients and giving license to the perfumer to use those ingredients, and so there will be crossover. It wouldn't surprise me if the leather note from this, that was used, the same one in Godolphin. Same with the Heliotrope, that the Heliotrope in this would be the same one that they used in Pegasus. Yes, there will be that crossover. Now, I may be totally incorrect with that, though that's my suspicion. I mean, I can't help think that this is flipping lovely myself. I really can't. I've really got into florals. It's hard. It's hard. I never see myself as the type of person that would be really into florals. I find them more on the feminine, though the more the journey takes into the world of fragrance, actually now worked well, and florals can work awesome on a blow. Rose is the one that I'm flipping loving at the moment. Rose and oud mix. Right, so we'll end on this one from Blowfish. I don't understand the negative comments regarding this fragrance. I find this to be very pleasant, soft, with a light animalic tone. The tone is set by the slight ash leather combo, which sways this towards the masculine side, though this is definitely a unisex fragrance. Projection may not be the usual Parfums de Marly level, but it isn't weak by any standard. Overall, I would say that this is a highly enjoyable fragrance that would suit cooler days, though it can be worn at any time during the year. And yeah, I think he's probably really honest with that. I'm suspecting that's what it is, yeah. And again, while it is nice to have strong projecting fragrances, not all the time. No, not all the time. I'm realising that now. Not everyone wants to have their senses assaulted. Am I disappointed with that for 150 English pounds? Not at all. That is a flipping steal in my mind. Very niche. So I'm going to go out and let's have another little spray. Right, that, beautiful, yeah, that's lovely. Look, make your own mind up, it's nice. Blind buy, yeah, be mindful, be mindful on the blind buy. Again, this just wouldn't be for everyone, though it's not disappointing, no, definitely not. So hope you're well, guys, and smelling great, and have a great day in creating value in your lives and environment. Bye, guys. Bye.